It's almost like you're cherry picking your data points at this point in order to fit your narrative. And the worst part is, this isn't even your post. This is from some guy named James Van. But the fact that you're actually sharing it without actually doing your own research and giving the bigger picture to your viewers is pathetic, dude. This is ridiculous.
Here's another one. Here's another one. This is actually measuring from a chart perspective a death cross, which for a lot of traders, they say death cross is horrible, right? That means the momentum is gone and bad things are going to happen. But in a lot of cases, that's not the case. Death crosses sometimes means it's a reversal because things have been oversold for so long. And again, this is measuring, it's showing the same thing as the other charts. Mm-hmm. The last 3 times we had a death cross, guess what happened? Bitcoin started going upwards because it's been consolidating or selling off for way too long. It happened right.
Oh, really? The last 3 times? I wonder why he chose the last 3 times instead of the other ones. Let's look at the charts. This is exactly why you need to look at the charts. The last 3 times he said, right? Look at this. 1 here, 1 here, and 1 here. Zoom out and see what it is. It's basically the entire freaking bull run, dude. Really? Cherry picking the last 3 times it happened. What happened the last time it happened before that, dude? The 4th time, that was the freaking crypto winner, bro. Like, seriously, how are you gonna... I don't care that the fact that some other person actually posted it. The fact that you so-called veteran, had the... How can you be so dumb at this point, dude? Seriously, the last 3 times? This is the entire bull run, dude. Gee, no wonder. How can you forget about the time it happened in 2021? You're just going to leave that out? Or back in 2018? But by the time it happened in 2018, it already dropped over 50%. Look at that. Dude, Death Cross, Golden Cross, whatever. It's just a headline grabber in order to grab people's attention. As a matter of fact, just like what Ben Cohen said, usually what happens in a Death Cross, there is a dip in going into the Death Cross, but then afterwards, you usually see a rally or some sort of bounce. However, current price action, not so good. Another bearish consolidation the way I see it, okay? And if it breaks this consolidation channel right here, it might go lower and hit this level right here, around 95,000-ish. Let's see what happens.
Right around this time in 2023. It happened this time right in 2024. It happened earlier this year, again, when we fell down to $70,000. And now it's showing that we're going to have that death cross this month. So these are all bottom signals. That's signaling a
bottom signals. Okay. It could be. You never know. But the fact that you only chose the last 3 points, which is basically the entire bull market, like I said, come on, bro. Show the total picture, not just this, cherry-picked ones that fits your narrative, bro. Oh my goodness.
Sign. The day before, on Monday, we barely had anything. 1.2.
Actually, around here.
I guess we'll see. How soon? All right. Outside of these things, what else? This is a really good thing. This could be considered a reversal sign. Yesterday, Bitcoin didn't do all that well, right? But look at this. Look at this. The ETFs took in $524 million, $500 million yesterday. That's a big reversal sign. The day before, on Monday, we barely had anything, 1.2 million, but it was basically zero. And all of a sudden, yesterday, on Tuesday, we get a huge $524 million inflow. What does that mean? Well, that means a lot on Wall Street, funds or people, traders, think that it's a good time to load up. A reversal is coming. Otherwise, why would they do that? It's a pretty big inflow day. And yesterday...
Reversal is coming. Okay, well, let's see. Chart pattern-wise, usually when you have a downward move and consolidate in this sort of pattern, it's called a bear flag. So probability dictates that if this channel ends up breaking down, it's most likely going to go to this next support level, which is around, what is that? I can't even see. Damn, my screen. 95,400-ish. Okay? But this is Bitcoin. You never know. Maybe it will go back up. But the fact that the S&P and everything else is basically at all-time highs, these other ridiculous stocks putting in topping tails, putting in topping signals, NVIDIA not really performing all that well, the SPY still pretty dang near all-time highs, so is the Qs. if the Qs and the SPYs, the general stock market goes down, do you really think Bitcoin can actually go up higher? Maybe it can. But I would say probability-wise, there's a higher chance of it going lower if it breaks out below this bearish consolidation. Be careful out there. Don't just listen to this guy. Do your own research and be safe. All right, that's all I'm trying to say. Do your own research, please. For the love of God, please do that. And I don't know, for the next video, maybe I'll start doing like paper trading using my own method of how I trade, just to see, how it does. I don't know if that's something you guys might be interested in. If you guys are, please let me know in the comments down below. Till then, I'll see you guys in the next one. And be safe out there.